All right, it looks like we are online, got our live video started. So we are here on all our different social media platforms. Welcome everybody. And we're gonna give everybody a chance to log on, get some watch party started, get everything going. So I want to check in with people as they get online. All right. Got you there. Okay, checking people out that are logging online. We got a few people that are on live. Okay, who all do we have online? Let's check it out. Right, looks like we are. I'm talking to myself, yeah. All right, got a few people checking in. So Keisha, of course, my brother's probably having, my mom's online, so she's checking in with us. Hey, Miss Strong. Christina, shout out in New York. Good stuff. Friend from Naval Academy, Lauren, thanks for checking in with us. Good stuff. Awesome, awesome. So we'll give everybody a chance to get online and then we'll get started. Just making sure everybody's there. Mr. Graffreed is there. Hey, Lauren. Got a few people jumping on here. Good stuff, good stuff. All right. So I got Nikki on my campaign page as well. Good stuff. Thanks for jumping on. Cousin Andrea's here. What's going on? How you doing? It was good to see you there. So I will go ahead and kick it off again. Welcome to the weekly 901 Strong Town Hall. Thanks for being here. It is important, again, we are trying to do the best we can to stay informed, keep everybody in the 9th District informed about the campaign and what's going on, particularly with the pandemic that's all around us, but also to support you through the process, make sure you have information and give you some things to look forward to and interact with. So that's super important. And we've had some good reactions and good interactions from people while we've been doing it, so we want to keep it going today. Also, we were a little bit busy today putting out a statement about COVID-19, and we'll talk about that a little bit at the end. But again, trying to stay active and good here. So we have a very special guest today, an illustrious guest, not just because he's my big brother, but someone that I owe a lot of my career in the military to. I wouldn't be where I am today without him, and also someone to look up forward to. When I was young, kind of taught me how to dress, try to be cool like him when I was growing up and everything. So he didn't know I was checking him out. But someone who's dedicated their life to defending the country, a great role model, is doing great things in the Marine Corps. But we're not going to talk about his military service. We're going to talk about the fact he's currently stationed in Italy. So he's my brother, Quentin Jones. He's a Colonel Select in the United States Marine Corps. And he's been stationed in Italy for about 3 years now. Actually, he's stationed in Naples, and my sister-in-law is she's Napolitano. She's from Naples as well. So he's over there with the extended in-law family and everything with the kids and the wife. But he's been over there for a while. And I thought it'd be a good opportunity to expose some people here in the 9th District to what's going on in another country that's kind of been at the top of the radar that we've been watching in reference to the coronavirus. And so I'm going to bring him in and allow him to greet and introduce himself. So how's it going over there, Quentin?
Good. How are you doing over there back at home?
I'm doing pretty good, pretty good. So we miss you here. So when this is done, you had to get those plane tickets and get back here because, Mom wants to make sure we take the family pictures and everything. But how are you guys doing over there?
Not too bad, not too bad. I mean, obviously, Italy has been in quarantine for a while now. We, my family we have been quarantined since about the 2nd of March.
Wow.
We're settling into to the routine of how everyone is dealing with this COVID-19. So, but we're doing fine.
Sure. No, I appreciate that. So I want to do a couple foundational questions, and so people know how you got over there and everything. So, what brought you to Naples, and about how long have you been there in Italy?
So, not a lot of people know. So, I'm in the Marine Corps. I'm an infantry officer. I've been in the Marine Corps for over 20 odd years, and I left the States in August of 2016 to come to Italy to go to school at the NATO Defense College up in Rome. My wife is from Italy, and her folks lived down in Naples. And so after my year in Rome, we moved down to Naples to work for Joint Forces Command Naples. And I've been here in Naples ever since probably August of 2016, between here and Rome in one capacity or another.
Good stuff. And so obviously we want to talk a little bit about the quarantine and how different governments and different locales have been treating the virus, but curious, just some kind of foundational, what are some differences between American and Italian culture? I know a lot of people, the stay-at-home orders have been kind of difficult for Americans. We like to get out and kind of move around and things like that. And I know you're in a different country. They kind of move around and interact socially a little bit differently maybe than we do here, but from your perspective, what have been some differences just being in Italy culturally as opposed to the U.S.?
Well, just from a cultural standpoint, outside of this pandemic, is Italy. I mean, it's a great culture. They've been great hosts to me. Obviously, it's been a homecoming for my wife, Valentina, but they're very family oriented once you get to know them. And even if you don't know them, they're very friendly and very gracious people. And so it's kind of like being back home in Memphis for me, because they're very open. They love to interact with people. They love to go out and have a good time. And they're very, very family oriented. And I know I've said that before, but they take great care of their kids. And they look for every opportunity to do things as a family. They like to go out on walks on Sunday and in the weekend. They love being outside. They're great connoisseurs of food. So every weekend or every Sunday is really a big feast for the family. And the extended families get together on Sundays and then weekends to fellowship and be with one another. And so from that point or standpoint, it's been very enriching. Been from Memphis to come here to Naples, Italy, and just interact and fellowship and meet many people here that we're very, very good friends with. And so I'll have those friendships for life once we eventually move back to the States. But Italy is a great place to live from my perspective.
Awesome. And, you know, I was blessed to get to experience some of that. Obviously, I visited in-laws in Italy. And on my tour to Afghanistan in 2015 and 2016, I was in Western Afghanistan, Herat, specifically for about a year. I was stationed with the Italian military and the National Police Force there. They were the framework NATO nation, so most of the people on base were Italian. And after that, I got to take a little tour of Italy and see some of my friends who were in the Army and the Air Force and the Carabinieri. So I got to experience a little bit of that, not the complete immersion that my brother has, but I can echo some of those things, that family is important, moving around. And so
credit to the Italian government once they realized that this pandemic was coming, and when it started. As everyone knows that it started in the northern part of Italy. And so the Italian government took a very aggressive approach, and they pretty much locked down the entire country, not to protect its citizens and try to prevent the spread of the coronavirus. And so the measures they put in place were for initially, I think, about 15 days. And again, you know, we have been doing this since about the 2nd of March. And so what that meant for us is they restricted movement of people. And so you were only allowed to leave the house if you want to go buy groceries, go to work, go to the pharmacy, go to the doctor, identified where you were going. And so that meant no matter if you're going to the doctor or if you're going to the grocery store, if you're going to the pharmacy or to the hospital, that letter needed to identify exactly where you were going. It had all your pertinent information paper, and they will ask you questions. And if the questions are not answered in a satisfactory manner, or you were doing stuff that you weren't supposed to, then you could get fined anywhere from I think up to about $200.
Wow. Okay. That'll keep people at home.
It has, but Italians by nature, they love to be out, and so it has been a little difficult for people because they want to get out, they want to have some claustrophobic of staying in the house, and and so has the kids. It's been a little difficult from that perspective. To the measures, only one person is allowed to house at a time unless you're going to the hospital. And so there's only one person can be in a car